Hey guys, I'm Rachel Julian with Coldwell Banker. This is Susan Tava with Coldwell Banker.
Hi.
And this is Ronnie Piper with Simply Chic Landscaping. And he is joining us again this week to give us some more great information on increasing our curb appeal. And specifically this week, he is going to be addressing best growing practices for Bermuda turf. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Ronnie.
Thank you, Rachel. As Rachel said, we're going to be introducing a series of videos. We're going to try to keep them as short as we can. This week, we're going to focus on the best growing practice of proper mowing of your lawn. When we talk proper mowing, the number one most important rule in proper mowing is the frequency. All right, how often should your lawn be mowed? All right, and for a top level Bermuda lawn, it should be mowed every 5 to 7 days during the growing season.
Well, I have a question right off the bat.
All right, Susan.
Well, I don't own a lawnmower, and I don't want to get dinged by my HOA, but so I just tell my lawn guy to cut it every 2 weeks because I'm trying to stretch it out. Is that bad?
Good question. It's not bad. And remember the title of our series, it's Best Growing Practices. All right. So to get the best out of your lawn, it should be mowed weekly. And there's a reason to it. It's not that your lawn guy is trying to show up on your lawn and charge you more money each month for your lawn. It's very important. Remember, golf courses mow their golf courses daily. Okay, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. But I'm going to try, if we can, I'll show you the anatomy. I just mowed my Bermuda turf this morning, and we're in the middle of a drought. But what you're going to have anatomy-wise when you pull up a stem of grass, and remember, it's a living, breathing plant. It's going to have a stem structure that's going to come up just like any bush, tree, shrub, and then it's going to branch out, and then it's going to produce a flower or the blade of your grass. And it's really important that I try to communicate this to all my customers is when we mow on any one single mow, we can't remove more than 1/3 of the blade of the grass, all right, or we cause damage. We'll get down into the stem, and then that opens your lawn up to disease, fungus capabilities that we all don't want. So proper mowing, when we mow it weekly, it allows us to do a light mowing of the grass, sometimes a heavy mowing, depending on how thick and how fast it's growing. But it's for the best of the grass. But people that can't afford to do it every week or only want their lawn cut every 2 weeks, it's okay. You're not going to get any complaints from your HOA, but it's not going to get you a top level yard of the month type of lawn.
Okay, so if after you're mowing your lawn, you look out and it's a lot of brown, that tells us what? Oh,
it tells us a lot, all right? Number one, if it's brown everywhere on top of the lawn, it's that we're not doing a lot of little things correctly. And it's a lot, and having a top shelf lawn is just really a lot of little things done the right way. So if your lawn's totally brown after a mow, it's either we're not on a good nutrient program, we've mowed the grass too low on one mow, and that usually occurs when you mow it when it's not being mowed weekly. It goes back to frequency again. The other thing can be the mowing height. All right, I've seen it a lot of times where people will go out and they'll drop their mower blade at the lowest possible setting that they can, thinking that, oh, I won't have to mow my grass for 2 weeks if I drop it down, right? All right, the lower I cut it, the less I'll have to cut it. Just remember, you're doing damage to the lawn when you do that. So if you've got a brown lawn, then what you could be looking at is maybe you're mowing it too low and then not enough frequency. All right, the other thing could be improper watering, and then the third component could be maybe we got to look at the nutrient program that may be going on with the fertilization of your lawn.
Well, say it's not in the budget, because I know budgets are tight sometimes for people, especially if they've just moved into a house. How would you recommend, if they can't afford you coming out once a week and they don't want to mow once a week, are there any alternative mowing plans?
There are. I mean, we try to work with our customers and find out, what are your expectations for your lawn? And that's ultimately what it comes down to. But for some customers, I have some customers that will mow a week and then they provide mowing a week. You got to be very disciplined when you do that, though. But we also offer mowing packages every 10 days so that we can get 3 mows in a month. And then we also offer a 2-week service. But just remember, if you're on an every 2-week plan, you're going to be looking at taller, fluffier Bermuda grass that really should be mowed at a 1-inch height. But it's possible, it'll just be a little fluffier and a little higher.
So if we combine what you taught us last week, and if you have not gotten a chance to watch that video, I encourage you to pull that one up, increasing curb appeal for $200 or less. But if we combine what you've taught us from that last week and this week, we need to make sure we're watering our lawn once a week and getting enough water, saturating it before 6 a.m., set that alarm. But we also want to make sure when we're cutting it or paying someone to cut it, that they're not cutting it too short. They're keeping pretty green on the top.
That's correct. Just remember, water deeply and mow frequently. And you'll be on your first 2 steps to getting a top-notch lawn.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. Would you just take a few seconds to tell people a little bit more about how they can get in touch with you?
My name's Ronnie. I'm the owner-operator of Simply Chic Landscaping. I'd be glad to help you with any questions or needs that you may have with your lawn. You can reach us at simplychiclandscaping.com or at 678-790-6089.
And again, I'm Rachel Julian. This is Susan Taba. You can reach us at 678-718-7289. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week.